You be attending Donnelly's funeral. 500 people come in and tell me. 1,000 likes on this video. Everybody drop a like on the video for Donnelly dance. And I have something to play for you. Subscribe to the channel. Breaking news. Listen to this.
Dispute with her cousin, and I had to go to the station to make a report. And when I was at the station, I was upset with her. I say, call the policeman, the one that you've been washing white clothes for, because I saw her at one point in the laundry room washing some white clothes. And I am the one who washed for my daughter. And I realized he was washing these white. And I said, whose clothes you washing? And you're not washing yours. When I looked, I realized it was for him. So I was betting on her. I said, call him, let him come up here now. Call him. And the policewoman was sitting right in front of us. She's the one to do the statement. And the policewoman said to me, what is the name of the police that she must call? And I said, no.
1,000 likes on this video for Donnelly dance. Everybody, will you be attending her funeral?
And she said, no, I won't. I said, I don't
me.
know that my daughter was standing there. She said, Mommy, why don't you stop? And I said, I'm not stopping. He needs to come. This boy is a player. He needs to come. And by this time, he did not reach because he knew that Kathy stationed there, and he didn't want Donna to know that he was involved with Kathy. So Kathy went in her bag and took out her phone, and she opened the phone and she showed us a picture with Noel and her on the beach. And she said, this is the same Noel you talking. But I thought he's stationed at After 3. And she said, no, miss, he's stationed at Constant Spring. This is the Noel. I said, yes, that's him. My daughter was looking at her like she saw a ghost. And she said to my daughter, you don't have to be frightened, darling. This is my man for 4 years now. And I've been having problems with him, with women over the years. But this time I know I'm going to leave him. And then they start talking. I say, well, I need to come out of this room now. This is your people conversation. And the policewoman said,
Welcome, people. First of all, let me tell you a video will be posted on Virtual TV Vlogs. So no need to go over there and check out that. Look from this as this drop. It's the final segment inside the Kindness Wednesdays, my people, alright? 500 people coming and tell me, will you be attending Donnelly's funeral? Okay? How many people would like to go to Donnelly's funeral? I'm going to give you the details. Also, a message from Noel Maitland from behind the bars. 1,000 likes on this video, people. And I'm going to give you all the details that you need to know about coming up in this segment. Alright? Yeah, make sure to go over Virtual TV Vlogs and subscribe and watch the videos. And of course, let me not forget to tell you that today's Kindness Wednesdays, show some kindness. You're not get the blessing from man, you get it from God. You understand, everybody? So we will not waste any more time. We will now get into the details where that is concerned right now. Now, he says, don't let nobody take you for a fool. That is what Noel Maitland says. Don't let nobody take you for a fool. Okay? Noel Maitland sends the message clear. His lawyers spoken, and it is very evident for them to know. Pursue the freedom of Noel Maitland, and we will not let that happen. Noel Maitland says, do not let anybody take you for a fool. I wonder why he's saying that. I wonder why his lawyers are saying that. By now, we know Noel Maitland has been found guilty, of course, of dropping and unlawful burial. You understand me? He's sending a clear message through his lawyer saying, don't let nobody take you for a fool. So, my people, we're not going to look no further. We're going to get into the updates right now. Okay? Leave a like on the video. Comment and tell me, would you like to go to Donnelly's funeral? I'm going to give you all the details coming up in this report about that further down in the video. Alright? 1,000 people, drop a like on the video, my people. We all feel good that this case has now finally reached where it reached. And he deserved to go behind the bars according to the prosecution and according to the jury who found him guilty on both counts of dropping and unlawful burial. Now, we will now get to the details, everybody. See? So, without any further distraction, we're going to get into it. Now, I gave you the headline moments ago, and I told you what is happening. Okay? The headline is, don't let nobody take you for a fool. Okay? That is the headline. Now, we read, of course, the message, which is very clear. Okay? Now, the attorneys for Noel Maitland, because I'm not going to call them no police no more. The attorneys for Noel Maitland, accused of dropping social media personality and entrepreneur Donna, right? They yesterday, of course, gave a message. Now, this was after several pieces of evidence in the case were unreliable. That is what the message says. Before delivering the guilty verdict and pointing to an appeal with the 7-member jury. Okay? Let us continue. Now, it goes on to say that Donna was last seen on July 11, 2022, when she was picked up at her home in St. Andrew by Noel Mland, right, of 3 years, according to the testimony that her mother gave. Maitland was found guilty for dropping and unlawful burial. Now, the lawyers are now arguing that the message and why the reason he was sent to prison, it relied heavily on circumstantial evidence likened to the case to a jigsaw puzzle. Now, during their argument, they're telling the people that the case did not connect. That's what he says. Now, however, during the final hours, Maitland's attorney says that the police investigation was never properly done and says that don't let nobody take you for a fool, is what they're saying. Don't let nobody take you for a fool. Okay? Let us continue. Now, he says that the evidence was like a puzzle and it did not fit, he repeatedly said. Okay? The evidence brought against him was like a puzzle and it did not fit. And Noel Mland should be acquitted during his message that he's now arguing in Kingston. He says that you must say by your verdict whether the puzzle or this mediocre joke of a case, an investigation, right, can fly. They're now arguing an appeal. Now, Justice Leighton Hughes, the judge, who gave the verdict over the closely watched 8-month trial, right, of course, handed down the verdict in the Kingston court. Now, Townsend, a top criminal defense attorney, argued that the case against Maitland was full of possibilities. So they are now beginning to break down the case in what they're calling a mediocre hodgepodge case against their client, because they're saying that the evidence did not fit. That's what they're saying. The evidence did not fit. Now, they go on also to argue, right, that and once the full of possibilities are, and once it is full of possibilities, that is the death of circumstantial evidence, the attorney asserted. No, he reminded everybody, listen, he reminded everybody that, of course, this situation must be sure on the policeman's guilty verdict, and that the case should have been resolved in the favor, but instead they were unsure. He says that if you say you know, me not think him do it, then him probably know about it. That's not a guilty verdict. You have to feel sure that the committed offense sends him to prison. Why should we send an innocent man to prison? Why on this evidence? The attorney stated. Why should they send an innocent man to prison? God have mercy. An innocent man to prison. An innocent man. Leave a like on the video, share the video, we have more to come. Virtual TV Vlogs will have a video. Don't go away. So forward. Big up on yourself.